Okay, Mrs. Reed, I want to thank you for giving me this time today, just to give me your feedback on the project, how it is going, the impact you're feeling on the school compound. As you know, we were assessed and we saw where our teaching and learning was unsatisfactory, and therefore I introduced this project in the school to see how we can improve the whole teaching and learning environment. Now, one harm of the project is to get our students to be more aware of their responsibility in the school, all the things that they need to do, their role that they must play to ensure that they get the best from the teaching and learning project. What I want from you today is for you to tell me the feel that you're getting from the project as the Dean of Discipline that works so closely with our students. What is the feel that you're getting from the project? Are you getting a positive impact from this project on the students in relation to their responsibility?
All right, thank you very much. What I realized is that first when we had students that would be at the gate checking for students with textbook and dictionary, because they understand now that they're responsible to take their textbook and dictionary to school because the teachers need it in the classroom for them to use. So we find that in the beginning it was harder, but now that the project is here, we find that students are now more responsible and they're taking out their textbooks and dictionaries. So even if they tell you that I do not have the one that I'm using today, but we find more students are remembering and taking responsibility for their own learning.
Okay. All right. In relation to their punctuality for class, are you finding that you're having that vast amount of issue with students ensuring that they're ready for the teacher when the teacher comes to class?
I could probably say it was a 40 of them not attending class, but now it's probably a 60.
Okay.
So everything is going overtime.
Okay.
So you find that the students who want to go to their classes, and because the teachers now are trying to enforce why the students need to be in class on time, they find that, so what is the penalty for me being late for a class? I'm responsible to be at my class on time because the teacher will do so and so, not harm them, but to tell you or to show you that, look here, you have to be at my class on time because learning is important at the end of the day and so forth. So we find that students are trying now to push a little bit early, especially after what we call second registration. We find that students are going out more, trying to run to class. So we don't have the number of students on the outside running to the bathroom and this and all of those. They're trying to go to their class a little bit faster than usual.
One of the things that the project trying to do is to get our student leaders involved. They are responsible for a class. Most of the prefects are assigned to a class. One of the things that we try to do is to ensure that they work with this project to help their group to know the points that we're looking at, to ensure that they're quite aware of their responsibility. Are you feeling the students
as the Dean of Discipline, I could say that I'm feeling the student leaders. Why? Because I understand them to be sometimes not there to be checked. And I hear them telling the students, why don't you have your textbooks? How are you going to learn? Or to make sure, what is your teacher going to say? So it's like a peer thing, that they are counseling the same students that they're here with. So I find that they're trying to, and it forces them to, as leaders, to be more responsible.
Okay, Ms. Reed, before we close this interview, I just wanted to ask if there are any recommendations that you have, any way that you think I can improve on this project. I know the project is working on a time limit, but I hope that we'll have this as a part of our culture in the school. Do you have any recommendation as to how we could go forward with this project?
What could I say? You cannot catch me off guard, but that's fine.
Yes.
Yes, I would love to see more, and you have more persons. But I guess over time, now that we're doing this, that we find that more persons will buy into the idea of making the students more responsible. So we have like probably a list or something or a chart, and students who told them, that when they're responsible, that you give them credits for it. So not only to have them being responsible, so you recognize recognition, things like in the devotions and stuff like that, more so the students can continue.
I want to thank you very much, Ms. Reid, for spending the time to give me your feedback. And I also want to thank you for the vast amount of help that I've received from you while carrying out this project. Thank you very much. Thank you.